Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer is another one from the Sweetwater Brewing. And they're out of Atlanta, Georgia. This is their IPA India Pale Ale. And right at the top it says, "Don't float the mainstream." And I couldn't agree with that more. Get away from them micro lagers. Before I get into this beer, yesterday we did the 420 extra pale ale, and I'll give you some wrong information because I've got some of the notes mixed up on these two beers. So yesterday's 420 extra pale ale, the 420, that ABV is 5.40, not 6.30 like I told you in the review, guys. So not quite as strong as I told you it was. So I just want to make a heads up call on that before you say, "Oh no, that's the wrong ABV," and all that. And while we're at it, the food pairing was wrong. The pale ales do more of the Pan Asian with the nuttier cheeses, where the IPAs you usually do the curry Thai foods with the more stronger cheeses, even the Gorgonzola and the what I'm trying to say, Limburger cheese. Draw a mental blank there for a second. The beers are very similar as far as the hoppiness, as far as what I read. I've not had either one before until yesterday when I did the 420. So I'm rambling on here. Let me go through here. I don't want this to be a 10-minute review. I just want to say that some of the notes some of the things that I said yesterday weren't quite correct, and I want to clarify that. The beer is year-round serving. It's an American IPA coming in at 6.30 ABV on the IPA, where the Pale Ale was only 5.40. The food pairings, like I said, curry Thai, more pepper jack cheeses, your more stronger cheeses go well with the IPAs. The meat on this one is the fish, shellfish, and poultry and salmon, whereas on the Pale Ale it should have been the meat would be poultry. So it's not a drastic difference. So, unless it's a double IPA, it's not going to make a great deal of difference. And this stuff goes well, either the Pale Ale or the IPAs, with burgers and steaks and chops and anything you want to chuck on the grill. So the beer is not recommended for extended cellarings. It's an IPA. You're going to lose some of the hop characteristics of the beer over time. So it's got a best by or bottled on date here. I think it says best enjoyed by. It says 10/23/11 here. So we're going to jump in right under the wire on this one. So let's get the cap off and get it in the glass and see what we got. See if it's close to what we had yesterday. See if there's a lot of difference between the IPA and the Pale. Alright guys, it pours a fairly clear beer. It is a little bit darker than the Pale Ale was. The Pale was a little closer to a macro lager yellow, and this is a little more orangey, a little bit darker. It didn't pour a very big head on this one either. A lot of bubbles streaming up to from the bottom of the glass up on this one though. It looks like it's fairly carbonated. Yeah, I looked in the bottom on the other one, and it's looking there. It looks like it's a filtered beer, so there's no sediment or anything in there. Let's get a nose on this one, guys. Oh yeah, much hoppier. Bigger hop present on this than there was on the Pale. Wow, that really smells good. And like I said, yesterday I told you it was the Columbus and the Golding hop. That was wrong. I mean, the Columbus and the Golding hops on this. Boy, that smells wonderful. That smells like a perfect IPA. Grapefruit, Oranges. It's more piney. Way more piney. Wow. Cheers, guys. We got it from North Carolina all the way to Florida and Alabama. But we can't get it in Virginia. Come on, guys. Send it to Virginia. We like this beer. It's good beer. We like Georgia beers. We like Terrapin. We like your beer. Send it up here, guys. I'll drink more of it. I've seen these two, and I'm more into the pale ales and the IPAs. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't have any notes or anything on it. I've since corrected that. I've got me a smartphone the other day, and I can bring up all these beers when I have any doubts right there, hopefully, and check them out before I purchase them, so I can get some more on-site info. So I come into the 20th or 21st century here, guys. We'll see how that works. Maybe I won't buy as many bad ones. If I can look them up while I'm looking there and maybe get some info as bottling dates if it's not on the bottle or when they produced it. So sometimes you just can't get that information when you need it, and you end up buying something that's it's been sitting on a shelf for a while, and that's the way it is. And like I said, I've explained this once before. You know, when you go into a store where their distributors are putting in the macro lagers, the Buds, the Millers, and the Coors, they have somebody coming in there and checking the dates on them and rotating those out and make sure the beer is fresh. When you're a craft beer and you're into craft beers, when you buy the beer from the distributor, they don't come and check, make sure you're selling it and it's still fresh. When you buy it from them, you get it in there, it belongs to you till you sell it. So, I mean, they're wanting to get their money back, so they're going to leave it on the shelf. They're not going to throw it away or anything like that because it's out, because they're losing money. So hopefully that they're hoping to have enough turnover of the beer so it don't get stale or sit on the shelf too long. Some they do and some they don't. You just take your chances if it don't have the date. So, guys, I'm rambling. We're going to let it warm up. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, thanks for sticking around. This is a very good beer. Boy, I am sad that I can't get these beers in Virginia. This is a wonderful IPA. Very citrusy, very effervescent, really. It's very light on the tongue, and it's got a strong hoppy presence. So, I like this a lot. Columbus and Golding hops used in this beer. IPA, got the date on the bottle. Boy, it's close to a 10. For a single IPA, it's not a double IPA. Bottle chug. Wow. That is a, if there was a 9.5 on my scale, that would be it right there. I'm gonna give it the 9. I'm gonna give it the 9 on the scale. The rates, like I said, for the ones I did yesterday, the 420 was 83 overall and 81 in the style, and this one has a 97 overall and 96 in the style. I'm definitely more impressed with this one than I am the other one, being a hophead. But as far as a pale ale, very hoppy, no, I don't say hoppy, but a very good hop presence in the 420 yesterday. So both of them very tasty beers. I would like to try some of the others. This is the only two that I brought back. So I have to make a trip to North Carolina to pick up these beers. So, man, need to get those beers up here. Guys of Sweetwater, send them to Virginia. We want them up here. This, like I said, is 97 and 96. A- for the Beer Advocate rating on this one. So, very tasty beer, guys. If y'all have had this, give me some comments back on this one. Whether you liked it or not, I can't see where anybody would not like this beer. It is very, very nice beer. Guys, as always, rate, comment, subscribe. I've been rambling on this one. See you tomorrow. Come back. Let's see what's in the fridge then. See you then.